Well, the origin of birds and avian flight is something that scientists have been debating for centuries. Essentially, ever since Archaeopteryx was discovered exactly 150 years ago, it's been regarded as the so-called missing link, or more appropriately, an evolutionary intermediate between dinosaurs and birds, and has generally been considered to be the most primitive bird in the fossil record. Well, thanks to funding from the National Geographic Society, we were able to use a specialized type of scanning electron microscope to determine that the feather's original color was actually black. The particular type of pigmentation that we observed would have increased the strength and durability of this wing feather during this early evolutionary stage of dinosaur flight. Additionally, we now know what the Archaeopteryx feather originally looked like. We know that it was identical to modern bird feathers down to the smallest detail, and we even have clues as to how the feather was actually preserved. We can only speculate on the role that this black coloration would have had in such things as camouflage, display, or regulating body heat. However, we do know that in modern birds, the same exact type of melanin pigmentation actually increases the strength and durability of feathers, which is why wing feathers, and especially their tips, are the most likely areas to be colored black. Therefore, even if the pigmentation that we observe in the Archaeopteryx wing feather had evolved for another purpose, it still would have provided similar structural advantages to the plumage, which would have been useful in flight. Personally, I've been fascinated with Archaeopteryx ever since I was a little kid, so being able to reconstruct the original color of this fossil was just a dream come true. I remember when we were looking through the surface of the feather, trying to find these metaphorical needles in the haystack, and then all of a sudden, here are these fossilized pigment structures. Here, for the very first time ever, are the keys to unlocking the color of this famous Archaeopteryx feather, that had been hidden in the rock for the past 150 million years. That was just an incredible feeling. It's one of those euphoric moments that you just will never forget.